What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cat Life here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video, and today we are playing the Tier 0 freaking Prank Kids Adventure Package deck with DPE. This deck is actually insane. It plays through so many things. As you can see, I already ran over this before as a deck profile, so I will have the cards listed in the description below of how to build the deck. But anyways, this is what I'm playing. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, hit the comment section, and also go ahead and say what's up to the boy. Also, guys, thank you all who have been tuning in. You guys are actually killing it, so I really do appreciate you. But anyways, enjoy the video. I'm not going to take too much longer. See ya. Okay, so we are going to be going first, and it looks like we have full combo in our hand and a little bit more. We are going to start out with the right. From there, we're going to go into our adventure Faithful, and then from Faithful, we're going to go and grab ourselves a Dracoback. Now, I still was trying to bait out if they had an Ash or not, and it looks like they don't. So now we're going to go and activate our Dracoback, equip it, summon out our Gryphon Rider, and then from here, we can go ahead and basically go full combo with our Prank Kids. Let's summon out our Meow. Now with our Meow move, we're going to activate Dropsies ability, get out our Fansies. Fansies is going to allow us to go ahead and toss out our Pandemonium into the graveyard. And the reason I tossed out Pandemonium is because not only do I normally toss it out, whether it's in my hand or not, but the biggest reason is just in case they were to think that we do not have one in the hand. So it really does help. Plus, on top of that, it also allows me as a person to be able to counter out basically their cross out designator if they are also playing pranks, because that means if I activate Pandemonium, they activate cross out and cross out our Pan, we can then activate our Pandemonium again, right? Which would then also save us. But anyways, from here, we're going to go ahead and basically summon out our Dodo, and then from Dodo, we're gonna go ahead and link into another Dodo, and then from the second Dodo, we're gonna go ahead and finally activate its effect, grab two of our cards, activate Prank Kids Pranks, and finally get ourselves a Bow Wow Bark onto the field. And then finally, we are going to go into our DPE. Now, this board is really strong, especially with the Pandemonium face down. I can now send back two of our Dodos and a Dropsies into our decks, and then we actually top deck into a Enchantress off the pranks. Now, unfortunately, we do get hit with a Lava Golem, and you could tell what we are playing. We are playing the one and only Eldritch, right? So we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves a Fansies and a Lampsies and a Fansies, and then finally go ahead and fusion them all into make a Battle Butler. From the Battle Butler, I'm going to go ahead and activate each individual effect. One allowing us to gain life points, one allows us to take life points, one allows us to go ahead and toss a card into the graveyard from our deck as long as it's Prank Kids, right? So here comes Lampsies. From the Lampsies, we take 500, and then we're gonna go ahead and summon out the Rocksies, and then we're gonna use the Dropsies to go ahead and gain life points, and then finally we're going to summon out a Lampsies along with another Dropsies. So he is going to activate There Can Only Be One. Now, what's really good about Prank Kids, guys, is if you pay attention, each player can only control one monster of each type. So if you really look, right, we have each individual type on the field, so we're not going to lose any cards regardless of There Can Only Be One. So we have a Rocksies, we have a Pyro Lampsies, and then we have a Lava Golem Fiend. We also have a Dropsies Aqua, and then finally our Battle Butler is a Thunder, and also our Adventure Token is a Fairy. So this does not affect us at all. Now, it is unfortunate we do lose DPE. That does suck, but it's okay. The good thing also about this deck is that we do play through Skill Drain, so if he was to activate Skill Drain, it wouldn't be an issue. So we go ahead and bounce back his There Can Only Be One, as I do want to be able to go into some of my links, but because I cannot do that because he activate a second There Can Only Be One, I'm going to activate the Faithful Adventure. From Faithful Adventure, we're going to toss out the Enchantress. Then from there, I'm going to go ahead and grab myself another Right. And the reason I'm grabbing another Right is just because of the fact I want to be able to mill my deck and not have to like top deck into it next turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack. I wanted to see if he had anything here. It didn't look like he did at that point. So he is going to still have two cards face down. And it just is what it is, right? So now it is his turn. He's going to activate his Elixir from the, I think that's Elixir. Yeah, it is Elixir of Scarlet, to go ahead and grab himself a trap card, put it face down, and then finally he's going to activate Eld. use the Elixir of Black Awakening, which would summon out another Eldritch monster onto the field, summon out now his actual Eldritch, and then from here he can activate this effect to go ahead and put the golden land forever, which is a counter trap. He does attack into a Battle Butler, which I'm a-okay with. I could have used Battle Butler's ability, but it wouldn't have saved us just because of the fact that like he's protected from destructions. So it is what it is. We are going to take a Lava Golem burn damage every standby phase as long as he's on our field, but I'm still okay with that. So the reason I was cool with the with a Battle Butler leaving is because now I can link. Since there can only be one was on the field, it was literally preventing me from being able to actually link into our Thunders. So that's fine. So from here, I'm going to actually summon out Adventure, and then finally we're going to go into Dodo. From Dodo, I'm going to activate its ability, which is going to allow me to use my Rocksies ability. I'm going to, I believe, banish our Fusion Destiny as it's a dead card in our hand for sure now. And then we're going to chain block everything with our Prankish Place, which is huge for us. And you're going to see, I believe the turn ends here. Like the match just ends here because he just ends up scooping. Because right here, we got about 4 monsters on the field that we can use. We also have a Pandemonium. And now we're going to go into our boy Access Code. Now, I know what you're thinking. Access Code does not look too strong. And you're right, but that's not what he's here for. He's here to pop every card that we can. And the thing is, by popping his Golden Land, right, he can't activate this because of the fact that you can't have a response to Access Code Talker, which is going to allow me to go ahead and pop everything on his field. So I use our Dracoback to just return this card. He's then going to use Elixir to go ahead and summon out another Eldritch. And then from here, it's just too late as I'm able to just pop our own Access Code to get rid of that. And he's going to go and scoop because we already had game. We had about 4,000 of attack of damage that we could do. Plus on top of that, I did have some more plays with the Infinite Imperm. And then obviously I had the power of Pandemonium in our hand, and we can use it to go ahead and summon out more monsters. But let's get into the next one. GG's. All right, round 2, and we are going first once again. So we are going to start out with a Prankish Place. I like to start out with that just so I can bait out his Ash, and then we're going to use Enchantress. But it looks like he held on to the Ash right here, which is going to stop our Enchantress from adding our Adventure token to basically our hand, which it does suck. So now, knowing that, I can go at least half combo, I guess, in a sense, since now this used to be full combo, but now it's half, right? He is going to activate Maxx C. I'm going to activate Ash to go in and bait that. And then from there, I'm going to go basically summon out our Meowmoo. And then from Meowmoo, activate Fansies. We're going to toss out a Pandemonium. And then we're going to go ahead and summon out Dropsies. And then from Dropsies, I'm going to go ahead and make a Dodo. From Dodo, I'm going to go ahead and use Dropsies' ability and use Dodos to go ahead and grab ourselves a I wanted to grab ourselves a Prankish Pranks, but we do get hit with Effect Veiler. So as you can see, we got hit with like 3 different things, 3 hand traps, which is kind of nutty. It kind of told me what I was probably playing against, right? Most likely this is going to be Live Twins because they play with so much hand traps. But from there, we're going to activate Dodo and then go into Bow Wow Bark, activate our Lampsies now, get another Fancy since that's our strongest defensive monster, and then finally put a Pando onto the field. We're going to activate Maxx C. He's going to now activate a Crossout Designator, so another technically hand trap, I guess you could call it. I don't know, bro, but something else that stops us from doing what we need to do, which is still a-okay because I can still activate Bow Wow. From Bow Wow, I'm going to get 2 of my cards into my hand, and then from here we are just in a good spot. So he does stop us, and then we can still explode the field thanks to Pandemonium. And it looks like he does summon out a Live Twin monster, and that's about all he could do. So they just end up scooping. So let's get into the next one. All right, number 3, and we're gonna immediately just draw into a dead hand. So I just end up my turn immediately. And then they're going to activate the power of Duality. Now, at first, I thought that this deck was going to be Fluon de Reese, but it actually turns out to be a Toon deck as he grabs Toon Bookmark. So that's just an easy ask because I know that this is searching for his Toon Kingdom card or his Toon World, most likely Toon Kingdom. So we're going to go ahead and stop that play. From there, he's going to summon out a Toon Gemini Elf, activate Card of Demise, and then put 2 more face downs. So as you can see, he's playing a full back row of cards. I've never seen this. I guess it's going to be like a Toon lockdown, and that's what it was, as he's going to activate Summon Limit. So from Summon Limit, we are limited to only 2 summons per turn, and Lampsies being our first summon. And then from here, I realized that we can't really do much, so I'm just going to go ahead and get ourselves an Enchantress, toss Enchantress into the graveyard, and then activate Enchantress ability, banishing it, which is then in return going to get ourselves a Rite. From Rite, we're going to go ahead and finally get ourselves a adventure token onto the field. I'm going to activate Dracoback, and then with our Dracoback, I'm going to bounce back his summon limit. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to get this card off my field to go into our Meow Moo. And then from Meow Moo, we're going to activate Lampsies. He's now going to activate lose 1 turn. Oh my gosh, this card is super annoying, as it's going to negate every single special summon card I have on the field, as long as he doesn't have any special summon cards. So as you can see, here comes our Dodo Doodle. From Dodo Doodle, we're gonna go and get ourselves negated, but we can still activate Fansies as this card goes into the graveyard. Now, one thing I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to really risk it, if maybe someone in the comment section below can tell me, if I was to activate Dodo Doodle's ability here, would my effects still be negated? I think it would, because of the fact that this card does state, right, while a monster is face up on the field, negates effect during the turn that monster was special summoned. If an effect monster is special summoned in attack position, changes to defense, right? So I think it might negate it, but it could also be similar to like a skill drain type effect. I'm not sure though, but anyways, I didn't want to risk it, so I just go into Bow Wow, and then from Bow Wow, on his turn, we can actually activate this effect. And plus we had a Pandemonium in our hand, so we are still good to go. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and activate Bow Wow Bark, get ourselves 2 of our Prank Kids cards, which is going to be Lampsies and Dropsies. That way, just in case, we can do something on his turn, right? So he does get a few cards. He grabs himself a Toon Table of Contents, and at this point I thought he was gonna grab like Kaiser Coliseum or something, but he actually ends up not grabbing it. And what else did he reveal? He revealed a few number of good cards. He had Kaiser, he had Toon Kingdom, he had Macrocosmos. Macrocosmos would have really been hurtful for my deck, but he chose not to take that, which I'm completely happy with. And so anyways, we're gonna go into Battle Butler. From Battle Butler, get ourselves a Dropsies on the field, and then a Fansies, and then finally a Lampsies. He's gonna activate his Toon Table. His Toon Table is gonna get Toon Bookmark. From Toon Bookmark, he's gonna finally get himself a Toon Kingdom into his hand. Oh no, he grabs himself a Cosmic Hand, and then from there he activated Toon Kingdom. So he already had it. Then he's gonna take our Battle Butler. So now he has a monster that can attack directly, and on top of that, he has a summon limit. So this is going to be really annoying. So at this point, I kind of did mess up. I'm not gonna lie. I should have done this instead. I was not paying attention, right? I should have just bounced back this card into his hand. Instead, I bounced back the lose a turn card, when I should just bounce back the other one, and we would have just been able to take my card back. But I don't know why I did not do that. I was not paying attention. As you can see, he does have summon limit onto the field, so I just didn't pay attention. I'm not gonna lie. So now with a Battle Butler on his field and a summon limit, he can attack us directly. I decided to summon out our Gryphon on his turn. He's going to now attack directly, as we can't do anything to stop that. So a misplay by me cost me 3k of life points. So from here, I'm gonna draw into another Ghost Ogre, and now I'm actually gonna bounce back his Toon Kingdom, which is gonna get our Battle Butler onto basically into our graveyard. And then from here I can summon out Access Code Talker. So now with Access Code, I have a Omni Negate, just in case he was to flip something, right, in some type of reaction. I could at least negate that, right? But anyways, I'm gonna just start destroying his cards, and the reason I'm not destroying summon limit yet is because we know that what it is. So I want to get rid of his other cards that's face down. He decides to just go ahead and scoop, as there's nothing he can do, and it's just going to be GG's. But anyways guys, if you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit the comment section below, please, and thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are actually killing it. We are almost at, I think, 2k subs. might be like a little far off, but we are doing really well, which I can only appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. So as you can see, yeah, we're at 1.29k, so that's just crazy. 1.29k, you guys are actually smashing it, man. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. See ya.